I sit before you tonight, the face of a dark force, conjuring up the powers of history, the Zionist lobby, the person who controls the world. And, you know, I am the Jewish lobby. I send emails, I write letters. That's about all that I really do. My name is Tien Simons. I'm a local resident. My child goes to school in Marrickville. And like everybody here, I would prefer that the injustices that are happening in the Middle East were not happening, and I would like to see a peaceful resolution. Whilst in Marrickville, we're busy debating whether we should sign up to the in-principle agreement of BDS, things are changing on the ground in Israel and Palestine. The Palestinian Authority, under its Prime Minister, has set itself the task of establishing statehood. Rather than waiting for negotiations to define a new Palestinian state, the Prime Minister is determined to have the Palestinian people create it themselves. Rather than have statehood bestowed on the Palestinians, he sought to create facts on the ground that the world will recognise. To that end, the building blocks of an emerging state have systematically been put in place. At the point of readiness, the Palestinian Authority will seek the endorsement of the United Nations to formally recognise the State of Palestine, and a date has been set of September 2011 as far as I understand. I read in the paper, just I think it was today and yesterday, the IMF and the United Nations have both confirmed that the infrastructure is very, very much ready to do this, and many countries around the world have already agreed to support this initiative, including some Latin American countries which have already done so. I find this initiative very scary. I also find it very exciting and hope that if it comes about, that it will bring peace and goodness to the Middle East. So what does this have to do with the general principles of the BDS? I don't think the general principles of the BDS are a state-building document. The Palestinian Authority, the group charged with negotiating statehood, do not call for support for most or all of the global principles, the word being global principles of BDS. They do not want a full boycott of Israel, nor a full cultural or academic boycott. They need, countries in the region, they'll need links, economic and social and academic links. They'll need dialogue to flourish. They need groups such as the Perez Peace Centre, who are building these links, who are bringing the peace team to Marrickville, who have set up a cystic fibrosis centre in Gaza, who have set up all sorts of economic institutions that cross boundaries and commit people to talking and being and working with each other. So please, councillors, do not give blanket support for the principles of the global BDS movement. Blanket support means denying the wishes of the official representative of the Palestinian Authority.
Order, please. That's 3 minutes, if you can.
But I wouldn't. It's 3 minutes?
No, that's 3 minutes is up. That's it.
Okay.
You need to wind up.
Okay.
If you have a last statement.
My last statement is just simply that I look forward to this being over as a local resident. I look forward to rebuilding relationships in my school that have been fractured through some of these tensions that have come about. It started for me when an ex-Green member sat in my lounge room and said he'd be happy for my son not to dance at Marrickville Council Festival, folk dancing festival, because he went to a Jewish youth group. I know that's not what it was about, but that's the kind of fear and tension it's brought. Okay. And I don't think it belongs at local council level, although I would encourage people to join lobby groups, NGOs, whatever they feel is important for them.
Thank you, Tien.